I'm here, Timey.
Great, we're in the corral out back. Sorry about the location, but since you stole Joko's awakened army, Agent Keto thought we should keep a low profile.
There you are. Just a few more adjustments to Scruffy and we're ready to hit the road.
We should check in with Jory and Kaz. See if they've caught up to Kralkatorek.
They already checked in. Kralk is perched in some mountains. They said it's acting strange. That's odd. Something's interfering with the comm signal. I'll try out front.
Where's Canuck? I thought he was with you.
Amnoon, collecting his winnings. He's going double or nothing on you and Kralkatorek. Speaking of which, we got a plan for when we do catch up to the Purple Menace.
I'm hoping Timey's research turns up something.
And if it doesn't...
Commander! Ridlock! Come quick! Found what's causing the static.
A brandstorm? Again? I don't see any sign of Kralkatorek.
If Kralk had flown over, we'd be walking jewelry right now.
Looks like Kralkatorek's learned a few new tricks.
This is why I brought Scruffy. I'll have him run a scan.
Sounds good. Ritlock and I are gonna go get a closer look. I was afraid of something like this.
We only handed an Elder Dragon the energy of a god. What could go wrong?
A brandstorm! It's right on top of us! Save yourselves! Run for your lives! It's the Elder Dragon! We have to get out of here!
Those people are trapped inside that crystal. We gotta get them out. Burn me.
Yet?
I can't go on for long. We've got to save these people!
For the Legion!
I am mighty! Fury rising! Get these monsters away from me!
Tell me I didn't just see a dragon fighting a dragon.
Was that Aurene?
We've done all we can here. Let's move out.
Fast as the wind.
Get these monsters away from me! I am mighty!
Heads up!
No! For a lifesaver. Bless you.
Clear these elementals. We need to get these people out of here.
I'm fast as the wind. That had to hurt. I can't go on for long.
For the Legions! Hope she still remembers who her friends are.
I can't find my brother. I think he's still inside.
Yeah.
Gather your squad and get to the south gate. Attack! I'm fast as the wind. Attack! I might not make it. I am mighty! That's refreshing.
Thank you for helping us.
We've got to free these people. Come on! For the Legion!
Attack!
We're done here. Keep moving. Go, go!
Maybe you'll think twice next time.
No! Help! Help! You're a lifesaver. Bless you. Get these monsters away from me!
Fury
I
rising!
can't find my brother. I think he's still inside.
Not a bad fight! This is starting to feel personal.
I'm bleeding! I'm fast as the wind. Fury rising! We should get to the south gate. Rally any remaining Cavaliers into the city. Cavaliers, Amnoon needs you. Get the civilians to safety.
You heard the commander! Let's get those people out of there!
Maureen, open the gates.
But there's dragons!
No time to explain. Do it!
Canuck.
Took you long enough. I'm not getting any greener, you know. But enough chit-chat.
Clearly winning here,
Those
so
branded
why aren't
lieutenants
they
are
losing?
raising undead.
Those huge crystals on the walls. I think they're healing the branded.
Then target the crystals.
Whitlock. Is that Aurene? Fighting a wyvern?
Yeah, she's put on some muscle. Not a bad fight.
I am mighty. Attack! Combat ready.
Not a bad fight.
That had to hurt.
There's another one. Let's go. Enough of this.
I am mighty.
to undercover. I hate having to kill people I know. But I guess it's him or us. Such a waste. Rahim will want to know what became of his deputy.
Reinforcements! Over there!
I am mighty. I'm fast as the wind. Fury rising.
And on cue, Wyvern incoming! Help, please!
Everything will be destroyed!
I am mighty.
Clear out all of the branded.
Please, aid us against the branded. I am mighty. Fury rising. Protected.
You definitely hurt it! Quickly, take out those crystals!
Attack.
Why couldn't Proud Gatora get branded a Choya for his lieutenant?
My pet is mortally wounded. I chose you. Not enough energy. I need help.
Smash the crystals! Hurry!
here. I am mighty. Fury rising. That's refreshing. I'm fast as the wind.
Not a bad fight.
I'm glad she's on our side.
Let's hope it stays that way. Finish this, Commander. Joko, Balthazar, now Kralkatork. Remind me never to build a summer home here.
Ah, Kablam! I mean,
Enough of this.
first field test of Scruffy's new tactical upgrades, successful. And look, I brought Agent Keto.
Commander, if Kralkatork's minions can brand people even when it's not nearby, we have a very big problem.
We'll need local allies to stop it. And we can't just steal Joko's army again.
Recruiting forces would be easy back in Tyria. But Alona?
Aurene, we've been looking everywhere for you. What were you thinking? You could have been killed.
Mulch.
Did everybody see that? I'm not the only one that saw that, right?
Aurene, I don't understand. That was... What was that?
It wasn't good.
The screams.
I don't know about the rest of it, but the city looked a lot like Faranor.
There she goes again.
Teenagers. They grow up so fast.
Faranor. You know this place, Kito? Can you take us there?
I know every place. But no one gets into Faranor. Or wants to. It's infested.
Humor us.
Well, the Sun Spears supposedly know a way in. And if you need local allies, they're a good place to start.
Right. Sun Spears. Where do we find them?
Hiding somewhere in the Astralarium in Istan, I expect. The head archivist may know something. There aren't many left, and Joko's trying to wipe the rest of them out. They don't want to be found.
Details. Istan it is. Ritlock, you and Canuck stay here and clean up any branded stragglers. Timmy?
There's enough new Kralky debris here to keep Scruffy and me busy for days.
We should travel separately, for safety. I'll go ahead. Jonik at the docks can get you passage. See you in Istan.
Look at this. So pretty.
I never thought I'd be happy to see so many Cavaliers around the city.
I can finally sleep at night.
Free citizens of Avalon.
The Cavaliers can barely swing a sword, much less win a fight.
We should flee to Lion's Arch while we still can.
On your way, Outlander. Only ship's crew allowed on my docks.
I need passage to Istan.
Everybody needs something. Hold on. I know that face. Palawa Joko's put a price on your head, friend.
That's so. Last I saw Joko, he wasn't in a position to make threats.
Either way, I don't take his coin. This rig's headed for Istan. I can stow you aboard if you'd like. Ain't exactly the royal stateroom, but it'll get you there. If you can keep your high-priced head out of sight.
New bounties posted. Corsairs are smelling gold again.
And awakened are smelling blood. Great.
I want that.
Wicked lay enhanced creatures are roaming the desert. What are you
Fury rising! I am mighty! I don't think this is right.
you!
This must be the Astralarium. Now to find the head archivist.
That the stars foretell consummate triumph for King Joko.
I'll remove you from this property myself if I have to. Don't meddle in what you don't understand.
I found this old book. Does it belong here with you?
Cormier's Truth. Never thought we'd see this rare edition again. It was over 25 years ago now when I first heard of it. My first year in this job. Our old supervisor liked to have fun with new recruits by assigning us his coldest cases. He let me waste a day or two looking for this book, while the rest of his staff had a good laugh at my expense. Everyone thought it was lost forever, but here you are with a book I never imagined I would see with my own eyes. I hereby deputize you to help find our other lost books, using whatever sorcery you used to locate this one. Thank you for your service to this library.
Farewell.
Why did we just pass along whatever they said without question? How many young minds have I poisoned with their propaganda? We've been teaching their fictions as history for generations. Cormier, forgive us.
Welcome to the Astralarium, the supreme repository of knowledge in Istan. What is it you seek? Wait you're the Tyrian hero, the God Killer, the Dragon Slayer, Canuck's crony.
You know Canuck?
Shh! There's a bounty on your head. Are you trying to get turned
Everything all
in?
right over there?
Praise be to beneficent Joko, who patronizes our intellectual pursuits.
I need to find the Sunspear base.
Lower your voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't believe you. Why so nervous?
There are those here who, from fear or greed, rewrite our histories to glorify King Joko, whereas others risk their lives to preserve the truth.
I admire your courage. I want to help, but I need to get in touch with the Sunspears.
To protect our most sacred tomes, Archivist Salwa has locked them in the restricted archive. That's also where you'll find the secret entrance to the Sunspear's base. But you can't just waltz in. Salwa is militant. She won't admit anyone until she's convinced they oppose Joko.
So I'll convince her. I'm no fan of Joko, and I don't think he's too thrilled with me either.
Words alone will never sway her. Joko's minions have been here for weeks revising the histories to lionize that fiend. If you can put a stop to it, I suspect Salwa will be more than happy to let you in.
this talk. You're done, understand?
Who let you in here? Who let you in here?
Another Bramstone just fell. Won't be long before it disintegrates.
How very satisfying. Look at this. So pretty.
Impressive. I think you've done more than enough to prove you're truly anti-Joko. You shouldn't have any problem getting Salwa to let you into the restricted archive. Tell her I've sent you to retrieve a book called Nightfall. The book will reveal the entrance to the Sunspear base.
Archivist Rada sent me to fetch a book for her. The title is Nightfall. She said you'd know it.
Every page, by heart. Rada has an eye for history. And apprentices, too, it seems. Enter, and do not fail her.
Nightfall. Nightfall. Rare treasure. Until next time. That's dramatic.
Ahai, hero of Amnoon. I am First Spear Hakima of the Istani Sun Spears.
You know who I am?
Every Sun Spear knows who you are. And I believe we have some common interests. Joko's hold on Istan has weakened in his absence. Some of us here even dare to dream of a new era.
I left Joko rotting in a cage in the domain of the lost. Should definitely make for smoother sailing.
You would think. But the number of awakened grows. They're retaking towns we freed, including Champion's Dawn. And someone claiming to be Joko is offering rewards for the heads of his enemies. Especially yours.
So I hear. I'll tread carefully. To that end, I'm here to ask if you can get me into Faranor.
Oh. I'm afraid not. Only our leader knows the way. Spear Marshal Zaim guards that secret with his life. He rode south to retake Champion's Dawn from the Awakened. The priest there, Sazir, usually knows where he is.
Then that's where I'm headed.
Rare treasure. The Sun Spears are an ancient order. Honorable protectors from brighter years in Alona's history. Most of my brothers and sisters were awakened and forced to serve Joko. You know them now as the Mordant Crescent. A few survived, in hiding. Recruiting to sustain the order across the generations in hopes they might one day rise against Joko. Zaim has become the Spear Marshal of these Sun Spears. We serve his vision of an Istan free from Joko's grasp. Zaim was trained by a Sun Spear named Ketur, until word of Istan's plight reached his ears.
I am mighty!
When Balthazar attacked the mainland, things got worse in Istan. Much worse. Istan was Zaim's home, and despite his mentor's protests, he could not sit by while it burned. Zaim vowed to bring the Sun Spears out of the shadows, to once again make them a shield for the innocent and the scourge of the corrupt. I was the first he recruited, but many would follow. Eventually, we convinced him to take the title of Spear Marshal. Balthazar's campaign on the mainland caused ripples throughout the kingdom. Crops burned, trade lines disrupted, shipments to Istan that never got past Palawadan. Joko's loyalists are comprised mainly of the island's nobility, and only they are allowed to live within Palawadan, its port city. They control what comes in and what goes out. They decided food would not go out. When people objected, the Temple of Joko said those outside Palawadan's walls were disloyal and didn't deserve
Refreshing.
food.
I feel energized.
It started out as a way for the nobility to feel virtuous watching half the island starve. But it escalated. Quickly. Isner Isles had enough and declared their independence from the rest of Istan. By then, the temple congregation had armed themselves. The loyalists went down there, intending to make an example of the disloyal. Zaim was prepared, though. He taught us a great deal about guerrilla tactics. The Sun Spears crushed the loyalists, sent them running all the way to the northern shore. The awakened garrison was manned by a skeleton crew, no pun intended, thanks to your liberation of the mainland forces. Nonetheless, the Mordant Crescent sent 50 Awakened to find this famous Sun Spear champion and end the rebellion. We don't know how he did it, but two facts are undisputed. Those Awakened lie dead, and Zaim lives. The people started calling him the hero of Istan. It galvanized the whole island behind him. The Mordant Crescent and their loyalists imposed martial law, even within Palawadan itself. They started conscripting the living and awakening the dead. If you won't serve in life, you can always serve in death. Anyone suspected of aiding the Sun Spears gets rounded up for re-education. With their supply
That
lines
feels
broken,
better.
their families imprisoned, recruits getting harder and harder to find. Well, as you can imagine, things started falling apart. The Mordant Crescent would rather watch Istan burn than tolerate any commoner who shows some spine. And Zaim and his Sunspear recruits? Well, we have spines of iron.
The Sunspears send their regards. Attack! Early release, courtesy of the Sunspears. The Sunspears need your support.
Joko abandoned us. I'll join your fight.
Where are your mighty Sunspears now?
Early release, courtesy of the Sunspears. My pet is mortally... Come here. The Sunspears need your support.
Cormir bless you, and the Sunspears.
Early release, courtesy of the Sunspears.
The disloyal deserve to suffer.
An attack on our military is an attack on our king!
The Sun Spears need your support. The Sun Spears need your support. The Sun Spears need your support. I'm looking for Priest Cizir. I heard he may have seen what happened.
Awakened overran us. Took our food. Damn near destroyed the place. What does it look like?
Not you, Father. Me. He forgets he's now an elder priest, retired. This isn't a good time. We've been through a lot.
I was told Spear Marshal Zaim had ridden here to help. Have you seen him?
The Spear Marshal... Yes, he did come to our defense. I thought he might be able to turn back the Awakened.
Then Zaida the Sly and her corsairs ambushed him. Carted him off to sell to the highest bidder.
Huh. I can't exactly just walk onto her ship and ask her to give him back. I need some leverage.
Might be a way. Old corsair family like the Slies. Only one thing means more than gold. Honor.
No, Father, I know this story. It would be suicide to even try.
Centuries ago, story goes, a Sunspear champion found a coin belonged to a corsair. Name of Margaret the Sly. Sly family wanted it back. Swore they'd grant any favor to whoever returned it. No one ever has.
How can I get this coin?
You can't. Hundreds of Corsairs have entered the cave of the Sunspear champion, hoping to best him, win the coin, and get a favor from the Slies. All have died. Like I said, suicide.
I've died before. It's overrated. Where do I find this cave?
It's on the south shore. You need only follow the trail of dead, but I wish you'd reconsider.
Why, who do you think you're talking to? If anyone can win that coin, it's this one. Might even help our town along the way. I can see it in your eyes, Commander. Cormier be with you.
Trail of dead, indeed.
Another deluded fool come to court death in the name of avarice. Koss will oblige you too.
I have no wish to fight you, but I need your coin. Not for myself, to save a Sun Spear, the Spear Marshal.
Sun Spear? What are you trying to pull? The Sun Spears died out years ago.
No, they live, and they're fighting right now to save Istan. But they need their Spear Marshal.
And from what does he need saving, this Spear Marshal?
The current Sly Captain Saida. She plans to sell him to Joko's minions. I need him to help me win a war.
Joko? I died valiantly. A worthy end only to be raised from the dead by that infernal sop. Turned into this. Compelled to obey his every order, I banished myself here to evade them. Can't obey what you can't hear.
Ingenious. Then it should please you to give me the coin so I can defeat his armies.
I like you, but I don't know you. Koss was no patsy in life, and he will not be in death. Honor demands you will fight, and probably die, like all the rest. But best me, and the coin is yours. Koss! Call me and protect me!
Fury rising!
Well, I'll be cursed. Again. The great and mighty Koss bested in combat. Who the hell are you?
Someone who's in a hurry?
Well, the coin is yours. I'll no longer be entertained by foolish corsairs seeking glory and favors. This life beyond the grave will become even duller than before. Hard to imagine.
We hope to bring down the Mordant Crescent. And with Joko in the domain of the lost, things can change.
His whispers travel far, even on others' lips. I dare not leave, lest I become his weapon once more. But you do me this favor. You hurt him hard, so not one more soul can be condemned to this. Now go.
I want that. Onward.
Commander, Ridlock.
right. The branded here in Amnoon seem to have moved on. Casimir says Kral Katorik is still sitting in the mountains.
Sounds like you've got things under control back there. I could use everyone's help here with the Sun Spears.
We can head that way, but I think Timey's having too much fun feeding rocks to her golem.
Scruffy is running them through his petrology spectrograph.
Rock tests. I got it. Check in when you get here.
So pitiful. This one delivered herself right to us, just like that other lubber.
On your way, Outlander. Only ship's crew allowed on my docks.
Wait. You're the dockmaster who helped me back in Amnoon Harbor.
I'm with the Order. Keep up. Well, if you're dead set and ready to do this, I'll let the pirates know you're here. Parley!
Parley! Parley! Parley!
That'll get you safe passage onto Saida's ship. Getting back, you're on your own.
First the hero of Istan, and now the hero of Amnoon. Looks like Captain Saida's collecting the whole set!
What do you say we keep her and split the bounty right down the middle?
Stand down. This one here's under Parley. You touch her, you'll feel the steel of the whole Sly crew.
I chose you.
So you're the commander. You've built quite the reputation. God killer, dragon slayer. You're worth more than the last 50 souls I handed over to Joko combined.
I left Joko in the domain of the lost. Whoever's paying bounties, it isn't him.
The bounty money's good. Who cares?
You're not handing me over to anyone.
Where? How did you get that? That coin belongs to my family.
Which means you owe the commander.
You always have invisible people following you around, Commander?
Probably more than I realize. So, I give you the coin, you give me Zaim. Simple.
Not simple. I gave him to the Mordant Crescent an hour ago, in exchange for the bounty.
Timing is everything. Know where they're holding him.
The jail in their Great Hall.
Your cozy relationship with the Mordant Crescent Warden will be our ticket in.
We're not friends. I have to have something to give her.
Give her me. Drag me to the Great Hall, and tell the Mordant Crescent you've come to claim my bounty. You'll get Margaret's coin, the bounty on my head, and credit for capturing me.
Ah, and once the Mordant Crescent have you, they'll lock you up with Zaim.
I don't know. I mean, what if they kill you? How do I get my coin back then?
You're already getting my bounty, a gesture of good faith. Think of it as a down payment.
Or think of it as assurance that you won't double-cross us, if that helps. I'll leave you two to chat.
Find the brewmaster, Medi. Tell him we need a batch of his grog. You'll have to get the ingredients. Liquor from the alehounds, knuckle salve from Stonefist, and shrapnel from what's left of the powder keg crew. Word of caution. You'll probably be acquiring these things over someone's dead body. Possibly yours. As for the other ingredients, many can tell you where to find them outside the flotilla. Any questions?
Grog?
First rule of prison breaks. It's bad form to show up without a gift for your host. The ale Medi brews up is legendary. It can knock out even the biggest corsair. Surprisingly, it smells and tastes just like any old strong ale, but it packs a serious punch. Not even an undead stomach can keep it down for long. It's for, let's call it insurance. There was one time we made the mistake of having a single corsair guard all of the ingredients while we went out carousing. Woke up the next morning to find our pockets empty and the corsair gone. Headed north to Vabi, apparently, with everything we had. After that, we made an old-fashioned accord to store each ingredient separately. That way, we all know who's brewing up a batch.
Oi, you there! Do you dare try one of Medi's monstrous drugs? There's a good chance even one'll make you sick, but maybe you're feeling lucky. Do you have the stomach?
Stone fist, eh? More like spitting fist. Show me your worst, hero.
You can't run forever!
Gotcha!
I am mighty! Fury rising! I am mighty!
Maybe we'll think twice next time.
I gotcha!
Watch your tongue. I can cut you down to my size faster than you can think of a clever comeback, Sly.
I doubt that, you little...
Here's the grog from Medi. Care to share how exactly this fits into the plan?
Second rule of prison breaks. Combat's always easier when your opponent sleeps through it.
Fair. But even with guards incapacitated, there's a whole garrison of troops outside.
Leave that to me, Commander. I'll be stationed outside with the cavalry.
Meet me outside the Great Hall when you're ready to start your suicidal plan. And you. Next time you appear on my ship without warning, be advised that I will kill you. And I will enjoy it.
Onward!